Now then, let's try this again. I'm squirting a spray bottle onto the tree, and oh my god, the tree's attacking me. What kind of tree is this? Oh, it's just a Sudowoodo, never mind. I think anybody with eyes can see that. So anyways, my dingus has eyes and it glares at him, even though its eyes are closed. And now this thing decides to go all Ed-like and dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole. And then the Sudowoodo decides that he wants to start digging holes too, so he copies me and he decides to throw rocks instead that he dug up out of the ground. So anyways, I headbutt and I get a critical hit on the tree, and the tree throws more rocks at me. But you see, this tree is not really a tree. It is a rock. And it is like tree. So anyways, I catch the Sudowoodo, and I was going to use this on my team until Jake decided he was going to use one, so I decided to nickname it as a homage to Banana Tremendous. Too bad I won't be using it. Anywho, you hear that merchant tree here, take this TM, that'll later become an HM. It's Rock Smash. Okay then, thanks. I totally needed that. So anyways, I avoid those trainers, and hey look, it's a Psychic, and he has a Drowsy, yeah. So he sends the Drowsy out, and Drowsy just stands there with a strange pose, even though I own a Drowsy of my own. I headbutt and it fails to kill, and then he goes for the Dream Eater, and I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? So Dingus decides to try and wake up, because, I mean, obviously you don't want to have your dreams eaten by some questionable thing, and then he says that he lost, and that's kind of sad. So, anywho, I head up to Icritique, and oh my god, it's Bill. And Bill's like, oh, hi, you came at the right time, I just finished a time capsule. So, you can trade with the past now, but too bad you're using an emulator and you can't really trade. So, anyways, it'll be running tomorrow at all capsules and stuff, yay. And I heal my Pokemon because it's obviously the thing to do. And instant transition, I am now at the wrong place. This is Bill's house. If you come to Bill, he will give you an Eevee that he found in the time capsule somehow. And he wants you to play with it. I assume that means train it. So anyways, I receive an Eevee, and yeah, that's great. Too bad I'm not playing Crystal, because there are various trainers in the game, and Crystal, that will give you stones to evolve Pokemon with, because you see, the guys that made Gold and Silver had this brilliant idea that Bill's grandpa should send you all this stuff, and if you show him Pokemon. So yeah, great stuff. Anyways, magic transition to daytime. And, yeah, that's my team so far. I kind of deposit some guys into the box afterwards, and, heading up my way to the place, I realize I don't have a bike, so I decide to go the wrong way, and then go the right way, and go pick up a bike. Because this dude is just that nice. He's like, nobody can find my shop, will you please advertise for me? So he gives you his bicycle and a number, and he's like, call me when you get back. And I'm like, no thanks, creepo, I'm just gonna ride my bike around a little. So anyways, you can use the select feature. When I was younger, I was stupid and thought that if you clicked select, you would be selling it. So anyways, you can do the book catching contest on Tuesday and Thursdays, but I didn't feel like showing that on screen right now, so yeah, I'm just going through this place, and I already battled those trainers off screen because I didn't want to have a bunch of stuff on screen. So anyways, these trainers will battle you, and since it's second gen, of course, it's not going to be double battle, it's just they wanted to make it harder to get through trainers because they wanted to have two of them. So anyways, they have a Jigglypuff, and unfortunately it's not named Puff this, so I go for a headbutt and kill it in one hit, because Dingus is just awesome. I've never used a Dunsparce before, but I recommend it. So, now I'm going out to Crowbo Productions, and I bite the Clefairy because the Clefairy is mean. Look at that thing, it's so diabolical. It's like, it looks like it's giving me the finger, for God's sake. And, so I decided to set a Confuse Ray on it, which is kind of weird, because in this game, it's a ghost move, if I'm not mistaken, but, it affects normal types, yet later I was playing on another game, and I realized that Glare did not affect ghost types, and I was like, okay, I realize it's normal type, but it should affect it, but whatever, I guess. God, Miltank is such a ball buster. Anyways, you go in here and your rival's like, oh, you want to catch a legendary Pokemon? Well, I want to catch one first. And I'm like, let me guess, you're going to catch Suicune, because that's what all cool competitive battlers did back in the day. So he sends out a Haunter, and I'm like, oh, snap. So I send out Noodle Nose, because what else am I going to send out? And I'd go for Hypnosis, but of course it misses. And I'm afflicted with the curse, so he's like... It's not the kind of curse from before where it was like, well, ghost types, they'd just lay a curse on you and cut down HP. So now he's about to send in a Magnetite, but I'm like, ha ha ha, I are clever more than Retriever because I have Fire Punch, and then I kind of realize that I'm still cursed, so I'm going to die. Thanks to the Sonic Boom, which at this point in the game is a really powerful broken move. So I send out Dingus, and I decide to dig a hole because, I mean, Dingus just does digging holes. I mean, that's just the thing he does. And I dig and I kill the Magnemite. So I now see that he's bringing out a Zubat, so I'm like, my Zubat's better because it's male. Anywho, I go for a Swift, and it swiftly takes a ton of damage. So I decide to confuse it now, because, I mean, that's just the thing to do. And as soon as he becomes confused, he snaps out of confusion the next turn, and it's like, oh my god, I hate you. So I Swift again, and he's suddenly not confused anymore, and he confuses me. And I'm like, you suck, rival. So I decided to swiftly kill him, and he is now dead. So he sends out a Quilava now, and I'm like, you know, Kerbal Productions can take it. Look at him. Honestly, how could that guy not take this? So Kerbal Productions is like, oh, whatever. And now I switch out to Dingus, because Dingus can take care of this guy. So Ember, and it does like nothing, and I go for a Dig now, and he tries to use a Smoke Screen, but it's not going to work, because I dig to get out of the way. So now he decides to Ember my hole, but it doesn't work. God, that's unsuggestive. So anyways, he Embers again, and I go down in the ground, and then I come back up and say hello. So I kill his Quilava in the next turn with Headbutt, because I don't feel like wasting a turn digging. So yeah, GG, Jom. And Kerbal Productions goes to level 21. Hooray for Kerbal Productions. Kerbal Productions? So anyways, the legendary Pokemon are still there, and I decided to go back and heal at the Pokemon Center because that's just the thing to do. So, anywho, now that I've gotten my Pokemon healed, I'm going to leave you with another musical interlude. And now we're back. I'm teaching Rock Smash to Magmar because Leer pretty much does the same thing as Rock Smash, but Rock actually does damage. So this guy is like, oh, I practice here and I'm cool, so he sends out a Charmeleon, and I'm like, oh man, I wish I had a Charmeleon, but then again I realized this is second generation, and the only way I'm going to get Charmeleon without trading is by hacking and whatnot, but then again I necessarily don't have to. So my Quick Claw activates a couple turns there, but it doesn't matter. And you can find an Ether there, and you can find an X-Speed here, so you can find some drugs to your Pokemon. So anyways, you come up here and you hesitate a little bit, and then you see Entei, Suicune, and Raikou all run away. So in this area you can find Zubats, and Rattatas, and Raticates, and a bunch of other stuff. And I speed through this battle because, yeah. So I find a Burnt Heal, and another Rattata, and I was looking for more items just in case, but then I just leave the place and go on. So anyways, catch you next time. I catch some more Pokemon for lols, and yeah, I'm running low on time here, so I'm just going to end it right now, but yeah, that Miltank annoyed me, and then the next part, an Aipom annoys me. And next time we'll take on the gym leader, hopefully.